Hello, good morning students. Now for today's class we are going to discuss derived unit. Derived units. Derived system or derived units. System or derived unit. What is derived unit or derived system? Derived unit is known as those type of units they can made by or they can derived by fundamental units. Suppose we have take some examples. First case, length. Length is a fundamental quantity, fundamental unit, and unit of length is meter, and their dimensional formula matlab which can be represented by their symbols form is L, because length is denoted by L, and here there is no mass, so we can use here 0. Length is only 1, so power 1, and time is there is no time, so we can write here is time is 0. Okay. Second case, area. Area is equals to length into breadth. Length is a fundamental quantity. Breadth is also fundamental quantity because breadth is denoted by length and length is also denoted by length. So we can, the unit of this is meter square, and their dimensional formula is m. There is no mass, so m is 0. M stands for mass, but length is 2 meters square, and there is no time, so time is 0. Okay. Case number 3, example number 3, volume. Volume is equal to length into breadth into height. Length is a fundamental quantity, breadth is also used in meter, height is also used in meter. So all three are fundamental quantities. That's why unit is meter cube. Then we can take here, there is no mass, m0, length is 3, and time is 0. Okay. And now we have to take fourth example is speed or velocity. Speed is a magnitude of velocity. Magnitude means their values. Speed, the formula of speed is distance upon time. So here distance is a fundamental quantity used in meter and time used in second. So unit is meter per second or meter second inverse. Then the dimensional formula is here. There is no mass, so 0. Length is 1 and time is -1. Somebody asked why speed, because some questions are there. We can also write in this form, distance is equals to speed into time. So speed is fundamental quantity? No, speed is not a fundamental quantity because it depends on distance and mass. That's why we can say it is not a fundamental quantity. Okay. Speed is not a fundamental quantity because it depends on distance and time, right? But distance is a fundamental quantity. After solving, we get distance is also fundamental because speed equals to distance upon time into time. Time to time cancel, so we get here is distance. So that's why we can say distance is a fundamental quantity, but speed is not a fundamental quantity. It is derived unit. Okay, I think I am clear. Now next case, acceleration. Fourth condition is acceleration. Fourth condition is acceleration. Acceleration is equals to change in speed and change in time. Change in speed and change in time. Okay. Unit of speed is meter per second, and here is second. So meter second square, because second is going to upward direction, so it take -2 power. It is equals to dimension formula of m0 L1 t minus 2. Similarly, momentum formula of momentum equals to mass into speed or velocity. So unit of mass is kg, speed unit is meter per second. Then the dimensional formula is equals to kg. Here is mass. So m1 meter is a unit of length, L1, and time is a unit. Sixth, force. Force equals to mass into acceleration. So unit of mass equals to kg and unit of acceleration equals to here meter per second square. So dimensional formula is m1, because mass is 1, length is 1, time -2. Okay, so work done. Work equals to force into distance. Force into distance. So dimensional formula of force or unit of force equals to here kg meter second square and distance is meter. So unit is kg meter square second meter square. Okay. Now it is equals to dimensional formula of m1 L2 t minus 2. And according to this method, we can find dimensional formula of any physical quantities. And next, suppose one another case is moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia is equals to mass into distance square. Mass into distance square. Mass unit is kg, distance unit is meter, kg meter square. So dimensional formula is m1, length is L2, and there is no unit of time, that's why m1 L2 t0. Okay, I think I am clear. And now we are going to some complex physical quantities. We are going to find some complex physical quantities. Okay, here is, you are taken the screenshot also, you have to take. Suppose we have find dimensional formula of universal gravitation constant, capital, which is denoted by capital G. Find the dimensional formula of capital G. We know in 10th class we have studied F equals to G m1. It is a gravitational formula, Newton's gravitational formula. So we have to find dimensional formula of G. So we can write here F r square by m1 m2. Dimensional formula of force is, a unit of force is kg meter second square, and r is meter square. Unit of mass is kg into kg. Kg to kg cancel, then we can write here kg inverse meter cube second inverse square. Okay, That's why we can say dimensional formula equals to kg, and it means m minus 1 L3 T minus 2. It is a dimensional formula of universal gravitation constant m1, or in another way we also can find this. The dimensional formula of force is m1 mass into acceleration, so m1 L1 T minus 2 L2 upon m1 m into m. So 1 m to m cancel, and so we get m minus 1 L3 T minus 2. Okay. Another example. Find the dimensional formula of Max Planck constant h. We can write here E is equals to, according to Max Planck's formula, E equals to h nu. In chemistry, atomic structure, this is the formula of quantum theory, Max Planck quantum theory. According to the Max Planck quantum theory, energy of photon is directly proportional to their frequency, and we have to remove the proportional sign. We are using constant here nu. This constant is called Max Planck constant, and the value of Max Planck constant is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 34 Joule second inverse. So we can find the dimensional formula of Max Planck constant h. So h is equals to E upon mu. E is energy. The dimensional formula of energy is equals to work, because unit of work done is joule. That's why energy of unit of energy is also joule. So dimensional formula of energy is equals to work done. So dimensional formula of work done is FD. It means m1 L1 T minus 2 into L1. This is force. Energy equals to work done equals to force into displacement. This is the dimensional formula of force, and this is displacement, and here is frequency. Frequency is equals to, it is the reciprocal of time. So dimensional formula of 1 upon T1 equals to T minus 1. So m0 L0 T minus 1. Okay. Now we can write here m0 L0 T minus 1. So dimensional formula of Max Planck constant h is equals to m1 L2 T minus 1, because this minus is going to occur in converting into positive sign. That's why we use here m1 L2 T minus 2. Okay, this is the dimensional formula of Max Planck constant. And now we have to discussing in another example. Dimensional formula of viscous coefficient of viscosity. The coefficient of viscosity is denoted by eta. Dimensional formula of this. So we can use here formula F equals to 6 pi RV. F is the force, 6 pi is the angle. There is no dimensional formula of angle. Why no dimensional formula of angle? Angle theta equals to arc upon radius. So arc is length, radius is also length. So length to length cancel. There is no dimensional formula of theta. Angle is a supplementary unit, and the supplementary unit, there is no dimensional formula, but we and there is no unit also. But according to SI system, theta we are given to unit of theta is radian. So unit of angle is radian, right? But there is no dimensional formula. That's why it is called supplementary unit. So now we can find F upon 6 pi RV. Theta is here, 6 pi RV. F is a force. Dimensional formula of force is m1 L1 T minus 2. There is no dimensional formula of 6 pi, 0. R is a radius, so L1. V is the velocity, so dimensional formula is L1 T minus 1. Okay. Now dimensional formula of eta equals to m1, this L to this L cancel, L minus 1 and T minus 1. And the dimensional formula of eta we can find in another way also. F is equals to eta area velocity gradient dv by dt, dv by dx. This dv is a very small change in velocity and this dx is very small change in distance. So by this formula we can find f equals to f dot dx upon a dot dv. Dimensional formula of force is m1, distance is l1, dimensional formula of force is m1 l1 t minus 2 and dimensional formula of dx is l1, area is l2 and dv is l1 into t minus 1. Okay, so l1 l2 to cancel. Now we get m1 and here is l going to upward direction, so it's l minus 1 and t is going upward, minus converted into positive sign, so here is minus 1. That's why dimensional formula of both two cases are same. Okay, I hope I'm clear to you. You are going to some practice, some other physical quantities finding the dimensional formula. You are going to do practice. For today's class, this is over, and now next class we are going to study applications of dimensional formula. Okay, thank you.